Max ready for Saturday?
It's been fun. You're getting the whole room ready, right? And everybody's got to be ready to go and take advantage of opportunities. And that's what college football is all about. Taking advantage of your opportunities and learning and growing. And but it's fun. It's a great group of guys in that room, and they attack every day and every meeting. And there's a high level of that sense of urgency, and it'll be fun. It'll be good for him.
How much better or how much more prepared, comfortable, should he be with 2 weeks to prep than getting thrown in there like last game?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always tough, when you go into a game and then all of a sudden you're in, and it's like, holy cow! It's kind of a shock to the system a little bit. But much nicer knowing you're going to be the starter, having a little bit of a time to be able to put the plan together, see the defense, kind of being in that mindset, knowing you're going to be in that position. So Max has done a great job, through this week and watching a ton of film and preparing like he needs to.
What's been your priority in terms of, if you have 10 days to get him ready, your priority to get him ready is?
Yeah, I think just feeling comfortable with the operation and the offense and what we're trying to do. Simplify a little bit with the game plan and just being able to let him kind of play loose and free and not have to overthink too much.
Where do you expect him with 2 weeks between games to be better?
I just think being more comfortable in the pocket. You could see in that game he was a little bit uncomfortable, and I think just through the prep and just knowing you're going into it, I think he can relax a little bit and just go play his game. And I think that's the main thing you'll see. Hopefully we see a lot of completions and a lot of accuracy. But we've got a ton of confidence in Max, and he prepares really well, and he does a good job with the operation. And we expect him to play at a high level.
We talked to him this week. He's a very confident guy. I mean, obviously probably didn't go the way anybody would have wanted last game, and fans were like, "Oh, backup quarterback's in there. It's going to be a rough one, whatever." Like, how he seems like he's not fazed by anything and ready for this moment. I mean, how confident of a guy is he?
Yeah, agreed. No, and he's an even keel guy. He doesn't get too high, he doesn't get too low, and he's a guy that can. All right, he has a bad play. All right, we can come back and wash that one away and on to the next. And each play is its own. And that's just what we're trying to reiterate with him into this week, and just knowing, hey, things aren't going to go perfect, and you're not expected to be perfect. Just go out there and play your game and trust the guys around you, and it's an 11-man sport, right? Not just one.
How motivated do you think he is to take advantage of this opportunity and show people, obviously, that he can be the quarterback here?
Oh, he's excited. Yeah, no, it's an exciting time for him, and a great opportunity, and being an Idaho kid too, and growing up and watching games on the Blue, and being able to now be a part of it and be a huge part of the games, and it's a great opportunity for him. So he's extremely excited.
Let's face it, this can happen in football, obviously, right?
Yeah.
I go back to your last time here. I mean, there was a season where you started with Hank, and then Chase Court came in, and then Jalen Henderson starting, and then you go back to Hank. But what did you kind of learn as you navigated that type of scenario, and how does it apply to making you or helping you get Max as comfortable as he possibly can?
Yeah, that was in 2019. That was a heck of a year. Obviously, all three quarterbacks played really well, and that was an exciting time. But I think it goes back to just how you treat the room all the way through the year. You're coaching everybody like they're the starter, and everybody's got to prepare like they're the starter, and that sense of urgency going into the preparation, whether it's spring ball or fall camp or into the season. All those guys have got to be expected to play, and so I think that's just part of our process.
Have you ever, in any of your stops, had a quarterback go from walk-on to QB1 during his career?
Good question. Let me think here. No, I have not.
Which is how special his moment is.
Yeah, no, it is. It's an awesome tribute to what Max has done, and coming in as a walk-on and then being able to kind of move up the depth charts and show what he's got. And he's had some really, really good practices this year. And obviously with Maddox having some ankle stuff going on, he's got a ton of reps, through the practices. And so that's going to help him into this game. And I'm excited for him and his family.
What's the biggest challenge San Diego State presents defensively?
It's a very good defense. Obviously, they're ranked nationally in a lot of categories, and they've got good players on all levels, and they do a good job playing together, and they keep it fairly simple too. And they play hard and fast, and so it'll be a good challenge for us.
And what did Hawaii do last week? Because they were really the only team that's thrown the ball against them.
Yeah, no, Hawaii spread it out on them and threw the ball well and had some good runs that were effective, for them. And I think it's tough playing in Hawaii. You go there on the trip and there's some distractions and things that are going on, and you're making a long trip over, and so that Hawaii trip can be a tough one. But they're a good offense.
So
Yeah.
you mentioned the whole room needing to be ready. What are you seeing from the two guys behind him? And it looks like Zeke Martinez is getting an opportunity here also.
Yeah, Zeke's getting some opportunities. Caleb's gotten opportunities in weeks past and stuff too, and so they've all gotten reps, and they're all preparing like they're going to go in this game and go compete.
Where was the battle in terms of QB2 with Caleb and Max, like kind of in fall camp, and their battle all spring, fall? I mean, how was that a pretty wide margin, or was that pretty close?
I mean, yeah, they both have every quarterback's different, right? Max has got some strengths, Caleb's got some strengths. You're trying to figure out what fits our offense, going with Mad Dog, right? He's kind of driving the offense and what we're doing. And then who kind of fits that. But they've both done a really good job, through spring and fall camp. But Max, was just one of those guys that, again, the even keel, I can handle the operation, he's super smart, and he definitely took that job.
What stands out about Zeke Martinez? I covered him for
Yeah.
4 years in high school, and he played as a freshman, won a lot of games. Just a kind of a little dude who goes out and competes, right? Like, what stands out to you about him?
He's just a natural playmaker. He goes out there and he sees the field really well. That's the thing that I've seen the most. Like, he can kind of drop back or he get on the edge or boot or whatever. He just sees defenders and he sees space, and he trusts himself, and he's just kind of that natural playmaker. It doesn't always look like what you're expecting, with a huge arm or super fast or any of that type of stuff. But man, he just gets it done, and he's got that infectious personality about him that everybody loves him, and works hard in the weight room. He's really good in school. He just does everything really well.
As far as Max's skill set, is there anything that he does better than Maddox?
Well, he's got a strong arm now. I mean, he can rip it. So I do love his arm strength. I think Mad Dog naturally kind of has the ability to escape and go run and stuff like that, which is a huge advantage for him. But I think Max is sharp, just like Mad Dog, and has a lot of similar traits.
What role has Maddox played this week? I mean, I don't think he's been on the field because of rehab, but maybe here in the building, probably a lot.
Yeah, no, he's been at practice and helping out, obviously, in all meetings, and helping all those guys in that room to study, and the side conversations about, like, if guys have questions or things like that, he's able to help out, or hey, what if we get this coverage? Okay, let's talk about it. And so he's just been that player coach, and he's done a good job and staying positive with all those guys and trying to reiterate what we're trying to do in the game plan.
What was that like for you during that Fresno game when he goes down? You're trying to get Max ready, and it's not going great, and you don't know what's going on with Maddox, in terms of if he's going to come back or if he's out for the season or what's going on. Just what was it, kind of chaotic there? Or?
I mean, that's football, right? I mean, guys go down, and obviously it's a little tougher in the quarterback position because he's the guy controlling the ball, But I think at that point, you're trying to find things that can kind of give us some momentum, and be able to get the offense rolling a little bit. And that was just one of those crazy games where, I mean, it felt like nothing went right, and it just kind of compounded on each other, and it was a tough one. Yeah.
In sports, the natural competitors, right? I do think that because of that, there can also be some insecurities when somebody might, have the opportunity to do your job, right? What did you see out of Maddox when he came back on the sideline, and he takes the cart out, takes the cart back, he's on crutches, but he's still in the QB huddle on the sidelines? Like, what did you see out of him, and just kind of some unwavering support? It seemed like.
Yeah, he's handling it like a pro, and he's being very positive. He's not getting down in the dumps because he's not playing and all that stuff. Like, he's a positive kid, and he's trying to do the best for the team. Like, this is all about the team, and so I respect how he's handled it, and just trying to get guys ready and go win.
What's his role going to be on game day, Maddox Madsen?
Yeah, he'll be on the sideline like normal. Probably, I don't know if he's gonna have a
Put a
headset
headset
or
on
not.
him,
But
or-
we'll be talking and he'll be able to talk to the guys, and we'll be watching the iPad and just normal operating procedure, but he'll be with us next to me and talk through plays and hey, we're seeing this. This looks good. That type of stuff.
Will he be mobile? No crutches on the sideline?
Yeah, he's got like a walking type deal.
With the crutches, no problem.
I don't think he'll have to have crutches. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate
Yep.
you.
Appreciate you guys.